So when I got this topic of mentorship, I started thinking, and I had a question in mind uh, with which I started my research. The question was coming from the last week's story club and the stories that I heard. We kept moving around the topic of Dronacharya and Eklavya, and that was stuck in with me. And the question started on that top and on that story, on that classical story that we've been taught since the childhood, the story between Dronacharya and Eklavya. And the question that I had was, is it a story of teaching or is it a story of mentorship? Is there any difference between them? Are they same? Are they different? Is there any overlap between the two? And what matters the most in it? And I started my research on that. How do I start my research? I started reading. I tried to read on that story. And as I started reading, I found so many different versions of it. And it was a bit confusing. Like everybody was saying different things about that story. So me being the wise person, I did what a wise man would do. I asked Mr. Ved Vyas himself what he had to do and what he had to tell about the story. And what Ved Vyas says about that story, I'll tell you in very brief, so that it helps you build the context. So Ved Vyas says, when Dronacharya said no to Eklavya, Eklavya went away in the forest, in the jungles. He was very sad. Then one day he saw Arjun and Dronacharya practicing. Dronacharya was, telling him, explaining him things. He observed them from a distance. Once they left, he went to the same spot where they were practicing. Took some mud from the place where Dronacharya was standing and went home. And once he was home, he built a statue out of it, out of that mud, and started practicing in front of it. And with time, we all know that he became a better archer than Arjun. Once I read that story, it sounded a bit bullshit to me. Like, how can a statue actually teach you something, right? Statue doesn't know anything. Statue, he doesn't tell you, he doesn't talk to you. So how can somebody become a better archer by practicing just in front of a statue? And I kept thinking. After some time, I found something that was a bit relatable, especially to the ones, to the coders among us. And the thing was rubber duck programming. I'm sure a lot of you must have heard of it. For those of you who've not heard of it, I'll tell you a bit about it. So rubber duck programming is a very simple concept. Whenever you're working on a complex problem and alone, sit with a rubber duck in front of you. And whenever you get stuck, start talking to that rubber duck and start explaining and discussing that thing. And if you do it with good enough conviction and deliberately and diligently, almost all the times the rubber duck gives you answers. So was the Dronacharya statue a rubber duck for Eklavya? Maybe yes, but I still don't know how does it work. And I kept thinking about it. And in that process, I found my answer of what is the difference between teacher and a mentor. So when you talk to that rubber duck, what happens is that it helps you see things from a different perspective. Duck doesn't know anything, but duck helps you explain things which you normally miss while doing things on your own. So duck becomes a mentor. Duck shows you something which you were missing. Duck shows you a different perspective. So a mentor might not be knowing more than you, but a mentor would be having a different perspective. And a mentor would help you see things from a different perspective. And when you see things from a different perspective, almost every time you tend to do good. You do better, you move forward. And coming back to our Eklavya and Dronacharya story, I'll summarize it in a way. Eklavya wanted Dronacharya to be his teacher, but ended up making his mentor. Now, when I look at Colored Cow, be it any office, like, be it the Gurgaon office where I am these days, or be it the dairy office, I have one thing in common. Those are the books. We stacks and stacks of books everywhere, right? Our libraries are full. Everybody is carrying books. We read a lot of them. And the question is, are those books our teacher or are they our mentors? And the question and the answer is they can be both. Books can be teachers and books can be our mentors. If I look back at the books that I read as a child, H.C. Verma, physics, it was a good teacher. It revealed theories that which we didn't know. It taught us those things. But nowadays, when I go into a library and pick up A Year Without Pants or Delivering Happiness, it doesn't teach anything new. It tells us about the journey of people who were doing something similar to us, but it shows us a different perspective. It shows us a different way to do those things, right? And it helps us to be convinced about it. It helps us to figure out different ways, and it helps us to move forward. So books started off as our teacher, but now they've become our mentors. And in the end, I'd say I'm very happy to have so many great mentors in the form of books at the libraries of Palatco. Thank you.